I think this custom figure, has been in the shadows for way too long. So today we're going to take a look at my custom Marvel Legends. That's right, Marvel Legends. We're getting back into the groove of that. My custom Marvel Legends Carnage. This figure I have been working on for so long now, and when I finally finished him, I never just found the time or just the motivation to really look at these figures. Because honestly, with Marvel Legends, it's gonna be a hit or miss now. And it's so sad because I love Marvel Legends. There's so many good Marvel Legends that I really want. Like the fucking Galactus. I would 100% buy that if my wife allowed it. Honestly, she has a limit on how big a figure can be, which honestly I do get, because I was like, bro, like, why not? I mean, of course, like, it's expensive as hell, but the main reason for her is that it's way too big, and if it did come to life, it would probably fucking kill us. So that is true. I've seen that motherfucker in a car seat. It fits perfectly in a car seat. But little off topic there, Marvel Legends is just not as good as it really used to be. The pricing for Marvel Legends figures is almost 30 bucks, and it's upsetting, really. At my Walmart that I have just in town, not the one that I work at, it's the one that's just kind of like 5 minutes down the road from me. Their Marvel Legends are 24, which is not bad, considering that the one that I work at is like almost 30. It's more closer to 30. But really, these figures are just not as good, and with their windowless packaging, it looks ugly as hell. Like, that's just for me. I'm glad if you like it, but to me, it looks so ugly, and it's so much easier for someone to just buy it, take the figure, and replace it with something else. I've seen so many people, I don't know if I know a lot of them are just kind of jokes, but I'm sure most people have had that happen. And what I love about the window packaging, now I go saving my rent, fuck you. But no, for real, the thing that I love about the plastic window packaging is that I can actually see the figure and see what's wrong, because I want the best figure, especially with this Indiana Jones wave that's coming out. I love Indiana Jones, and I am so excited, but I really want the best looking face for Indy, but it's going to be so hard to find because I'm so worried that I'm going to be paying like almost 30 bucks, and Indy's going to have cross-eyed. I don't want that. But also, some of their Marvel Legends figures are just not hitting it with me as they used to, and I'm super bummed out about it. I do want to get the new Disney Plus series, which I did find all of them, but I didn't buy them. But I did find them all. They all do look really nice. I love the Moon Knights. I love the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. The Carter, whatever her first name is, Carter, don't like her because I don't understand why she's in the wave. Like, honestly, they could have chose so many other characters, but they had to choose her, which I don't know why. I don't remember her, and I don't care. But I just wish they chose somebody else. Ms. Marvel, she looks so cool. I really like the way she looks. I didn't watch the show, but the way she looks is really nice. And of course, She-Hulk, which I have mixed opinions about She-Hulk, so it's, you know. But that Ultimate Ultron figure, that Infinity Ultron, looks so good, and he would look so good next to my What If wave, that it's such a bummer. But I think with the rambling out of the way, Carnage, a guy that I've been working on for so long. I have this clip of making him, and I've had these I believe I still have the images. I've had these images for so long about making them, and I finally am getting to make him, and yeah. So when Eternals came out, the figure worked so well. Like, the body for the figure, I was like, absolutely Carnage. This is so Carnage. Because I just finished watching Venom Let There Be Carnage, which I love that movie. It's not the best. I think the first one might be a little bit better. But Andy Serkis did a great job on directing it. I loved Cletus Cassidy, or Woody Harrelson as Carnage, and of course Tom Hardy as Venom is so good. So I really wanted to get a figure of the Carnage we see in Let There Be Carnage, and I'm very happy with this figure, to be honest. I think there are some things that I really don't like of what I did, but overall I am pretty happy with it. So let's take a look at the figure itself. So of course, he did come with some accessories, which I also did paint, and I am very upset with them. With this one, I'm not as upset with. It is, some of these things are still sticky, which sucks. I don't know how to get them to dry all the way, but these are more of a rubber, which, you know, they don't get unsticky, but you can see all these stupid little hairs on them, because I have these stupid ass cats, but the hairs just get on them so easily, especially for this one. This one rips off pieces of fabric that I keep in the bin as well, and it just looks so ugly, which honestly I don't like this one. But this one's not too bad, but I think they're both the same stickiness. But I'm so glad these tendrils aren't, and I'm so glad the figure itself is not sticky. And if you look at them, I'm pretty proud of them. So first of all, the face. The face is so hard to get down, and I would honestly love to get another Venom head and just paint it the same red that I did with him. But honestly, for just sanding off a little bit of the Eternals villain face and painting it as well, I think it's not a bad job. It definitely looks more comic-y, like comic booky, but it looks decent. I'm pretty proud with the way he looks, and I'm sorry for these little hairs that keep coming on him, but there's no stopping that. But the figure itself looks so amazing. With the actual toy of the villain, it's not bad. I love the body. The posability is pretty much the same as it would be with the original. Up that far, side to side, some swivel. You got some arm movement that can go, I think, about that far, which is kind of depressing. Of course, for rotation, it does have a double bend at the elbow, but I don't really feel like bending it. You do have a waist, or not a waist, a wrist swivel. So the arm swivel, the hinge joint, some posability here, some, I guess, chest rotation. No waist rotation, but that's fine. You have a spread. Then you got a swivel at the thigh, you got a double bend at the knee, some up and down, and a pivot at the foot, but it's decent posability, and I think it does work for this figure a lot. You know, it is what it is. The painting for the original figure is honestly not too bad either, but I think that the red just pops out so much more.
Talking about the figure just a little bit more about the original look, it is not a bad figure. Honestly, like I probably said, I don't really care about Eternals, but the figure itself is actually not bad for a villain. Packaging is not too bad. I don't really show it here, but the figure's not too bad itself. I love the purple mixed with the green. Those are like my two favorite colors together, especially if it's a dark green. The yellow stomach does look nice. The same with like the gold tips of the weapons. It's of like the pointy parts, not too bad. For posability, like I said, it's not too bad as well, but I really did like it. Painting this figure with the spray paint was honestly so much fun. All I did was use the spray paint to give it the first layer of coating, and then I went back with some other little paints, which is paints that I'm about to show in a little bit, but they pretty much blend together pretty nicely. and we took apart the entire figure. There was my wife sanding down the head to make it a little bit more flat, but the next morning we left it all to dry after spray painting it, and that's pretty much the process on how we painted this guy.
One of my favorite parts about this figure is not the head or the accessories, it's definitely just the body. The body of him looks so good, and especially even off camera. What if we turn on the lights? I'm just kind of curious. Oh yeah, the veins pop out a little bit more. But when you're looking at it off camera, there are way more dark shadows into it, and I think that's just my favorite part, mixing the red with the black with I think another different types of red. With the paint that I use for this figure specifically is let me go find it real quick. So the main paints that I really use for this figure, I do think I added a little bit of acrylic, but I mainly use this type of paint. This paint works out really nice. You use this usually for I guess model kits or like little D&D sculptures. From what I've seen, I get these at Wizard Asylum. If you guys don't have that, I'm sure they're at other kind of comic book nerdy stores, but they are mainly used for figures for your D&D stuff, I believe. But I used this, but I first spray painted it with this spray paint, which of course I also got at the Wizard Asylum as well. I spray painted the whole thing. I have two different types of red that I used with this figure, the ones that I thought that would work out pretty well, and I think it does. I think the figure does look really nice. From not looking at the head that much, which honestly I do like the head, especially on camera. The head on camera looks actually really nice, which I'm actually kind of happy with, but the coloring looks so good, and I'm so happy I can get it to look like the actual thing. But I'm just really happy with this custom. I do have some other Marvel Legends customs that I have stored up, but I think I'll look at those at another time. But I'm pretty happy with them. All I did was, of course, I spray painted them. I used the red, and I also, if you can kind of see, not really, but if I bring the bright light in, I tried to add as much of these little veins as I could as well. And even though you can't really see it, there's definitely a hint of it, and I'm pretty happy with it. With the back of the figure, of course, you got the tendrils coming out, which I'm pretty happy with. It is starting to chip, which I guess that's due to the bendiness of it, but it has lasted a long time. It's just been in the bin, probably rubbing up against these figures, and just not having a space to go kind of sucks, but it is really cool. It is really nice. I am so happy that the gloss worked out so well. So let's bring in another figure, which I kind of did customize, which of course made him a little stickier, but I wanted to add that exact same shine. So here is Venom. This is another reason why I wanted this figure in particular. What do you want, buddy? I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Alright. This is another reason why I wanted this figure in the first place, because of how much he towers over Eddie Brock. They both honestly look so good together, but if I could find this head on its own, I would definitely spray paint it and use it for my Carnage. So is this custom 100% complete? I don't think so. If I could find this head, I would easily replace it with that one. But as of right now, I think it is at a 90% complete. Again, find that head, it will probably be 100% complete. But as of right now, I think it's at a good stopping point, and I'm pretty proud with the way he looks, to be honest. The sculpting on the original figure was actually pretty nice. It does look accurate to the villain, but honestly, I didn't watch Eternals. I didn't care to watch Eternals. So I think it is a very good use for the body. And I was so excited when I figured out this figure existed, because when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh yeah, that villain's body could 100% work with Carnage, which before nobody else really did, and I was so happy nobody else did. I thought I was going to do my own original thing, but I just got sidetracked with moving and stuff that he never really saw the light of day in a video until now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have used this body to customize Carnage with, so I was hoping to be the first, but you know, you motherfuckers took my... Anyways, that's a joke. I don't really care. Honestly, their customs look so much better than mine, and I'm pretty happy, and I probably might take a little inspiration if I ever come back to this project and take a look to see what I can update it with. I might go and look at their customs and see what they did and tweak mine a little bit as well, but I think that's going to be it for this small little custom video. But I am hoping to get back into doing Marvel Legends videos because I do have a bunch of Marvel Legends, so if you do see a bunch of Marvel Legends videos popping off left and right, I think you'll know why. So before we go on to like a little photo shoot at the end of the video, which I kind of did like at the end of the Wes Craven New Nightmare Freddy Krueger review, where I just kind of added some montage, some photos I did at a lake. I did actually like that, so I might do that with these guys just to show off what they look like together. But I think we're gonna get into a size comparison. So here we have Eddie Brock's Venom. So here we have Eddie Brock's Venom, and of course next to the custom Carnage. Both are pretty cool. I do like how he is taller than Venom himself, but I do really like the way that looks. Next to kind of a normal size figure, Kang the Conqueror, which pretty excited he's going to be in Ant-Man, the new Ant-Man movie. But we have Kang the Conqueror and Carnage, which I'm so glad, I'm so happy that the way he looks next to him just towers over regular size Marvel Legends figures. She has to be very close because of course her feet don't really work like they used to. But we have Captain Carter next to Carnage, and I still love her figure, even though he can't stand up. I still love this figure. Here we have the Kingpin himself, Wilson Fisk, and next to Carnage, and they both are really big figures, and super happy with the way they look together. Of course, we have to add in the NECA Frankenstein, which pretty much is the exact same height as him, maybe just an inch difference, but they're pretty much the exact same height level. And of course, the Doom Mini Slayer. While not my favorite Marvel Legends custom, which I have done a couple, it's still a good one, and it's still kind of a classic one, because this is, I don't know my first custom figure I did for Marvel Legends, but I think it was this one to do a full-on, fully custom one for first time, with shredding some stuff off, sanding some stuff, and full-on repainting it. I think this was kind of my first time doing that, and honestly, I am still proud of this figure. It sucks that he does chip a lot. If you kind of look, that is all from him. I do believe it's just from his tentacles, but that's pretty much all from him. But I'm still pretty proud of the way he looks. He looks super nice. He looks, the body looks pretty accurate and how shiny it looks. I'm pretty proud with the way it looks, but I think that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully I didn't ramble on for too much, but I think that's going to be it, and I will probably see you guys with maybe another Marvel Legends video, but take care. See you guys next time.